Yeah. So now let us study about the neutron, because in a atom we find proton, neutron at the center and electron revolving. Electron carry always negative charge, proton carry positive charge. Then what about neutron? Who discovered it? So the scientist called James Chadwick. James Chadwick in the year 1992. He introduced or discovered the concept, that is one of the subatomic particle. Subatomic particle. See children, what is subatomic particle means? Proton is a subatomic particle. Electron is a subatomic particle. So neutron is also the subatomic particle called neutron. Okay, why you are turning back? Yes, see here. So the James Chadwick discovered the neutron in the year 1992.
It's 1932.
Okay.
1932.
Okay. 1932. So he gave an idea about one of the subatomic particle called neutron. So neutron, proton, electron they are the subatomic particles. Understood? So what he told about the neutron? Neutron is, according to his observation, neutron is one of the subatomic particle. Okay. Next, neutron doesn't carry any charge. Okay. It doesn't have any charge in it. Because electron have negative charge, proton have positive charge. But for neutron there is no charge, but the number of neutron will be there at the center of the nucleus of each element. Understood? Huh? Yeah. So where it will present? These neutrons always present in the nucleus. Where it will present? In the nucleus with proton. Okay. So with proton, the number of these nucleus will be there which doesn't carry any charge in it. Understood? Yeah. So see here the sum of the masses are equal in both proton which carry plus charge and neutron. Sorry. It is represented, this, see here one more point, the neutron represented by the letter small n. Okay. So P for proton, E for electron and N small n for neutron. Understood children? So here he has given, see the last, in the nucleus the sum of the masses means weight. Okay, everybody have weight, no? So we carry our own weight. So like that everything in our universe carry the masses. There is a name called mass. Okay, so these both protons and neutrons mass will be the same. That's why it is at the center. Okay, if proton mass will be more, electron means neutrons will be less, means so there will be no balance. Okay, proton will be somewhere else and neutron will be somewhere else. So here the protons and neutrons weight will be the equal. So that's why we will get in the nucleus. We will find in the nucleus these both. Understood? So understood about the neutron? What is neutron? Neutron is one of the subatomic particle. It is discovered by the James Chadwick scientist in 1932. Okay, so here this neutron is represented by letter N. Understood? It doesn't carry any charge, but it always present in the nucleus with proton. They both are best friends, always be together. Okay, and the mass weight also of both are equal. Yes. Next we move on to the next concept, that is, now you understood? Yeah.
Sir.
Now the next concept is, see, electron distribution. Electron distribution in an atom. Okay. In short children, we say the name called electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. Understood? Electron distribution or distribution of electrons in an atom. In short, we say that electronic configuration. What is the definition of this? Means, write down the distribution of electrons in a particular shells or particular energy levels or particular orbit. This is the definition of electronic configuration. In the last class, I had told you to bring the periodic table charts. How many of you brought? Give it. See, today last excuse I am giving. In the next Monday class, you are coming Monday or Tuesday. Okay. You have to bring the periodic table chart. It is very important to get about this. Okay. That by knowing this only we can able to do all this. Understood? Yeah. So see here. The distribution of electrons in a particular shell. What is the meaning, children? Can anybody tell? The distribution of electrons. What do you mean by distribution? Separate or which was in group, we have to separate it. That is called distribution and put it in a particular room. I told you, no, Bohr gave the shells. Okay, so that is nothing but electronic configuration. Distribution of electrons, only electrons. Protons and neutrons never comes out from the nucleus. They always studied together, form constant. Okay, only electrons only will be revolving in each shell. Understood? That concept we call it as electronic configuration. Now, ma'am, where we find this electronic configuration? Where the distribution of electrons will take place? In the elements. Where it will take place? Look at here. This is called periodic classification of element chart. Okay. So, which was given by the scientist called Mendeleev. If you come to 10th standard, there is a particular lesson is there by periodic classification of elements lesson. Okay, so in that you will get in detail. But so let me tell you that, introduce to you about the elements. This is an element chart. What is an element? See children, element is a, what is an element? Anybody? You know anybody?
An element is a molecule.
So it is, yeah, group of the molecules. It is a thing, particular thing. For example, gold is a element, silver is a element. We know that only, no, iron is a element, copper is a element. Okay, chalk is an element, plastic is an element. They are the non-metals. Okay, metals, non-metals, how many we know? They are all the elements. How they exist? They exist naturally. No scientists have invented, they did not made. Listen here. No scientists have made any elements. They came in nature automatically. But the scientist work is they need to discover, no? They discovered it and they studied about this. They experimented this. Then they gave the names, their atomic number, their mass number. Okay. So this is the total 118 elements are there which has discovered by scientists. They did not invent. Invented by God, nature. They discovered it. They have studied it. Okay. So these elements are there, no, 118 elements. What is these elements have in that? They have the atoms. Okay, so each and every elements have the atoms in them. In the atoms we know that protons, neutrons and electrons will be there. Okay, so listen here. For example, first element here, number 1 is there, hydrogen. Here number 2, helium. You have to read like this, not in a vertical. We have to read in a horizontal form. Hydrogens, which is the first element comes exist on earth? Hydrogen. The second element, helium. The third element, lithium. The fourth element, beryllium. Like these children, see, we have 118 elements are there which exist on earth. Understood? So these elements have proton, neutron and electron. Understood? So those elements, listen here now. So those elements which have more positive charge in them, they are all the metals. That's why with the help of metal we can conduct the electricity with copper wire, with tungsten wire, with tin wire. Understood? With aluminium wire. So what we what we can conduct the electricity? With metals. Why? Metals carry the positive charge more. Understood? So metal carry the positive charge. So here how many metals are there? So see here. Here there are different colors. See, these elements are in different colors, no? So see here, if in your next textbook 10th standard we will be having all green color elements are metals here. Okay, so here they are the in orange color, orange red color there are non-metals, and here in blue color there are metalloids. Metalloids means which have the characteristics of both metals and non-metals. Okay, and here separate there are lanthanides and actinides written. They are also the metal. Understood, children? Like this the scientists have made the part. Okay, so here 22 non-metals are there. Okay, so something 90 something metals are there, and rest other metalloids and lanthanides and actinides. Okay, lanthanides, actinides, they are also the metal. Each and every element have protons, neutrons and electrons in them. Okay, but metals have more positive charge. That's why they are the good conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, non-metals have more negative charge. That's why they are the bad conductors of heat and electricity. Understood? So these metals and non-metals we can differentiate it like this. That's why with the help of chalk can we able to conduct the electricity? No. With the help of plastic? With the help of wood? No, they are the bad conductors. Why means? Keep it in your mind that they are all the having more negative charge in it. Ions, we called it as ions. Positive ions, negative ions. Understood? Metals have more positive charge ion in it, so they can conduct the electricity. Understood? So he had classified like this. So from tomorrow what you need to do? You need to do one thing, that whenever your science class will be there, you need to get up. Okay, since you see me, you have to get up and you have to read these elements, not 118. Okay, then the full class will be reading only. No, only 20 elements are very important for your 10th standard. Okay, that 20 elements include metals also, non-metals also, metalloids also. Understood? So here see for how we have to read. Hydrogen H1. I will tell you tomorrow how to read. Helium, lithium, beryllium, like that from element 1 to element 20 up to calcium you need to read. Tomorrow's class I will going to tell you how to read. Understood? Now. Yeah. Now the next thing is, see here. Here, have you understood the electronic configuration? Each and every element there is a distribution of electron will be there. Now the next question is, ma'am, can all the element have the same electron? Now children listen here. In this concept, you leave this one. Proton and neutron, don't concentrate upon that. Only we need to concentrate upon the electron, because distribution of only the electrons we need to learn. Understood? So here, now the question is, ma'am, can all the elements have the same number of electrons? No, they have the different number of electrons. Listen here, hydrogen carry only one electron. So the outermost, see here, the hydrogen, this will be at the center nucleus. For this hydrogen, only one shell will be there, children, because only one electron will be embedded in it. It always revolves like this. Understood? Next is helium. Now helium is second, 2. Okay, so helium structure, this will be a nucleus will be at the center. Okay, so here we need to only to give the concentration on electrons. Here will be 2. Okay, this is in the first shell. In the first shell, here keep remember here, listen here. This lesson is very important for you. Okay, so in a shell, only in a one shell, in a single shell, either 2 electrons only must be there or 8 electrons only must be there. 2 or 8. Okay, in the first shell, okay, so in a shell either 2 electrons will be there or the 8 electrons will be there. Then only it will be called as a complete element. Okay, for example, see here, this is not a complete one because it have only one. Helium is a complete. We called it as complete as stable. What is that?
Stable.
Stable. See, now we are complete, no? Because we have 2 hands, 2 legs, so 1 head. So like that, if any person or if any child, if he doesn't have any 1 hand or 1 leg, means we call them as a unstable or physically handicapped. No, so like that, each and every element should have its stability, should complete. How it gets complete? Either it have 2 electrons in its outermost shell or 8 electrons. Ma'am, where the 8 electrons? As we go. Okay, helium after lithium. Lithium carry 3. In your periodic table it is there. Okay, so 3 electrons means, see here, this is a nucleus. First shell will only be having 2. But where is one more? The number is 3, no?
Second.
The second shell it will carry. Okay. So 3 number means first shell only carry 2. And this will be having 1. Is it a stable? No. Because outermost shell will have the 8 electrons. See, only the helium atom, keep it in your mind. Only the helium atom is stable. Why? Means it have only 2 electrons in its outermost shell. Except helium, none of the elements, okay, have the stable. They have lacking behind something. Okay, children? So for example, see here. For example, what is called stability means, for each and every children, listen, for each and every one of you we gave the uniform. In the uniform, blazer is there, socks is there, pant, shirt, okay, tie. This is called stable. Okay. So if you don't have any one thing in that, okay, if you don't have any one tie, what you will do, first you will see whether any of your friend have any extra, or any of your like brother, sister who had studied here, whether they have. You will take from them, no? So like that, those who doesn't have the 2 or 8 electron, they will take from other. Who will take? Non-metal will take from metal. Okay, or if you want, or else if your like brother, sister won't be having, you go to teachers, no? They will give. Like that here, if there is no stable, then the electrons will take. Who always gives is a rich is metal. Metal always gives the electrons to the non-metal. That I will tell next. Okay. So see here, every element should have its stability complete. How it should have ability means stable, either in the outer shell they should have 2 electrons or the 8 electrons in its outermost shell. As we go the number from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will get any one element, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we get in the outermost shell this one, then this is called stable. Okay. So if anyone, see for example, if any element, if doesn't have 2 electrons, only 6 electrons are there. If doesn't have 2 electrons means it will take from another who is having in the outermost shell 2 electrons. Okay. So here metal always gives the electrons because it have the capacity to give. Okay, how the rich people help for the poor people by giving, no? So like that. So poor people accepts the electrons, accepts the money from the rich people. So like that, non-metal always accepts the electron to carry negative charge. Understood? So this completes your the electronic configuration. Now you what you want to do here, see in the page number 50 children, we have from hydrogen to argon. Okay, this one is a distribution of electrons. The dots are there, no? That is the electron. See here, hydrogen, as I told you, only one. Helium, 2. See, in the outermost shell, 2. Lithium, how many are there?
3.
3 electrons. Beryllium, 4. See here, you have a structure like this, no? Here. See, this one. This is a nucleus. This is not electron. Don't get confused because electron never be at center. It is always be at the surrounding. So this is a nucleus. So how many here dots are there? No, that is the electrons present in each element. Total number of electrons present in each element. So this one homework you have to write 3 times this one. Okay. So get me in your next class. Understood this one? Thank you.
Sir.